I don't know if you boys saw it on socials, done the rounds. A Brighton fan, it was a fan in the Brighton end who got Salah's shirt. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, I did see that.
At full time, when he came off, apparently it was all over Liverpool Twitter as well.
Yeah. So, look, I'll give you my views quickly, and then I want to get your guys' views on it. Right. I personally, I get why loads of fans are angry. A lot of Brighton fans are like, oh, what's he doing? Like, absolute shame, blah, blah. Look, if you're a big fan of a player, I don't see the harm in it. Like, you're just asking a player who's walking off the pitch and you're asking for a T-shirt. I don't think it's that deep, in my opinion. I don't see, like... I get it. He was a Brighton... I think he's a Liverpool fan in the Brighton end. That's different. If he was a Liverpool fan in the Brighton end, that's different. But if he was just a fan of Salah, I don't see the harm in it. That's my view. So, let's go... I'll see a few confused faces. Ryan, you go first, and then we'll go to Grizz.
You wonder why we've got such a bad atmosphere. That's all I've got to say. Like... As much as I get it, like I was a fan of Ronaldo when I was younger. Yeah, I've always loved Cristiano, and I'd always loved Messi. Like, always loved the big players. But when we play them, we're playing against them. You know what I mean? And I don't know, unless Salah physically came up and threw the shirt into the crowd and I'm catching it. Great, got Salah's shirt. That's cool. But I wouldn't go begging for it, and I wouldn't be there sort of being like, "Oh, Salah, can I have your shirt?" You know, he'd walk down a tunnel and that's it. You know, I probably wouldn't even look at him. I'd look at Joel Veltman applauding the North Stand instead. So, I don't know. I've been going to games for a long time and I've been watching Premier League football for a long time, and I don't think I would be swayed by it. And I just think the way our atmosphere is, I mean, there were so many Liverpool fans in the home end. So many Liverpool fans in the home end. And it goes to show, you know, you can't expect us to have an atmosphere like we did in the Championship when we've got a bunch of plastics in the home end. It's just never going to happen, and that's the big reason for it. Yeah,
that's fair. But Grizz, what are your thoughts on it?
So I'm trying to put myself in that situation. If I was a Brighton fan, and without doubt, one of the all-time Premier League attackers has just scored the goal and he's been taken off and it's 2-0. I would have tried to have some communication with him. Now, I don't know if that means I would have begged for his shirt or something, or I don't know because it depends on the, you know, and if we're comfortable, because you're not fighting relegation, you're not fighting for one of the top 4 European places or anything like that, you know, with all the respect in the world to Brighton and Hove Albion, right? If one of the greats has just come to your ground and the game's pretty much done with, like 2-0, 20 minutes to go or something like that was, I don't see the harm in it. I get what you're saying, completely get what you're saying about it doesn't help the atmosphere when you've got not diehards in there, right? Because, I get all that. But you got to look at everything into context. That's just my opinion. So I'm just thinking, if Liverpool were like 12th, 13th, and sort of Zidane was one of my heroes, Maradona was one of my heroes, I 100% would have asked for this shirt. That's just me, you know, but each to their own. Yeah. There's no right and wrong. It's just subjective, isn't it? It's one of those feelings once.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like that's the thing. Me personally, I don't ever like, you know, I'm not one of those people to be like, can I have a shirt, blah blah blah. That's just not me. But from a because we're looking at this from outside perspective. Yeah, if one of my heroes was walking down that tunnel and I was close enough to chat to him and try and get a shirt, like, yeah, you know, I don't see. I feel like a lot of people are taking it a bit too to heart. But Ryan, I completely get what you're saying from a fan perspective, atmosphere perspective. 100%, I get it. Like it doesn't help when you have these, you know, fake fans or whatever you want to.
Sometimes you got. Do you know what it is? Sometimes you got to look at who you're playing and where you are and take all that into consideration. So do you remember like how many times we spoke or people speak about the greats getting applauded at grounds where, you know, you'd think they're the enemies, like for example Ronaldinho getting a standing ovation at Bernabeu, do you know what I mean, or the original Ronaldo getting a standing ovation at, you know, when he went back to Barca or something like that. Do you know what I mean? There is incidents.
Thing is, that's probably not really going to happen in English football. Like there's probably more of a European football, they're probably more inclined to do it. I don't know why, they always just have that bit more respect.
A bit more respectful, a bit more respectful.
In English football, no, I mean, Ronaldo's being chanted at with all sorts.
Yeah, but Ryan, I tell you what, I was at Watford, Liverpool Watford. all to a man, near enough all to a man, applauded Mohamed Salah.
Yeah,
when
but
he
you're at
scored that
Watford. Oh, I mean, that's answered your question, isn't it? Watford.
Say no more, all right. But it does happen. It does happen. Like,
I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah. No, it's it's a subjective one. Let's leave it at that. I like the way you've summed that up, Grizz. It's subjective, and it was just an interesting point to bring up.